Hi, my name is Caitlin Donovan, and I'll be reading Society Through My Eyes. John Fisher once stated, "The essence of our effort to see that every child has a chance must be to assure each an equal opportunity, not to become equal, but to become different, to realize whatever unique potential of body, mind, and spirit he or she possesses." In other words, this quote is saying that no two children will grow up the exact same way, but no matter where they come from, how they are raised, what skin color, or what gender, they all should be given equal opportunities along the way. It is completely unethical to deny somebody the chance to explore their options and really find out what they are capable of achieving at life, just because they may come from the wrong side of the city or because they have a different skin color. The key to having a just society is not creating everyone equal, but creating equal opportunities for everyone. Walking through the streets of New York City, every now and then you see a homeless man or woman asking for change, and many will think to themselves all the possible reasons why they are living on the street. Most will come up with addiction to alcohol, drugs, or gambling led them to lose everything. But what many people do not think of is maybe, just maybe, how their parents chose to live their lives affected how their lives turned out. The documentary film Born in Brothels definitely supports that statement. If you grew up in the red light district and you were a woman, as soon as you were old enough, you were put to work in the line as a prostitute. This film focused on 8 children whose fate unfortunately placed them in the red light district of brothels. These children had to experience things in their lives that somebody by the age of 30 will most likely never experience, and these children were only between the ages of 9 through 13. They had to survive on almost nothing, and were just seen as another source of income by their parents. Society saw these 8 kids and all the other kids of the red light district as hopeless causes because their fate was already decided. Many of the boarding schools won't take any of these children because their parents are prostitutes. The children are lucky to be able to go to public school and receive some sort of education, but as soon as they return home, they are immediately drawn back into the world of the red light district. Denying these children from receiving even the chance to choose to have a better life is completely unjust. Going through life, I have been granted with opportunities to receive a strong education, the chance to travel the world, and I have been able to decide what I want my future to consist of. A just society, in my eyes, is the complete polar opposite of how society is structured and born in brothels. To me, a just society does not mean that everyone is created equal, but everyone is given an equal opportunity or equal chance at life, and it is up to that person to decide what the outcome will be. A good example of this is the story of the 2 Westmores in the book The Other Westmore. Both boys grew up on the other side of the neighborhood. Both ended up moving around a lot, but the difference is, with all the moving around, one Westmore grew out of the neighborhood he grew up in, while the other Westmore kept going back to the same neighborhood his entire life. As I stated, even though they both made a lot of mistakes in their lives while growing up, they still deserve equal opportunities to achieve at something and be able to do something with their lives. The author Westmore's mother forced him into military school because he had exhausted his chances at the schools around them. In the beginning, he absolutely hated it. He dragged his feet when he was told to march or run. He ignored orders. He purposely slept in past roll call, and many times tried to run away. It wasn't until he was given the rare chance to talk to his mother, and she told him, "Too many people are counting on you," that he decided to take this experience and learn from it. The author Westmore went on to become very successful at Valley Forge, and was even the first to receive the title of regimental commander for his age. Westmore eventually went off to Johns Hopkins College and was given the opportunity to apply for the Rhodes Scholarship. The other Westmore did not have as equal outcomes for the opportunities he was granted. Throughout his life, he had been in and out of jail due to working in the drug world. He was finally given the opportunity to go to a work program and get training in a field that he actually enjoys, and will give him a more stable lifestyle. The problem was that after he graduated the program, the only jobs he could get were short-term or low-paying jobs because of his criminal record. He eventually returned to the drug world and continued getting wrapped up in things that always ended badly. Brother Westmore eventually ended up serving a life sentence for taking part in robbing a jewelry store that ended with a cop being shot, who unfortunately died. In my opinion, this story really highlights how you can give anyone an equal opportunity or chance, but it's completely up to that person to decide how the outcome is going to be. Everybody deserves equal chances at life, but they are going to have to work at everything they do, and nothing is going to be just handed to them on a silver platter. Equal opportunities but not equal outcomes is what makes a society just, because if everything were equal, jobs, wages, or living situations, there would be no incentive to work for anything you earn in life. In the story Born in Brothels, a traveling photographer made it her mission to give those special aid kids the chance to have opportunities that will allow them to make their own decisions on what they want to do with their lives, instead of just waiting and seeing what fate had in store for them. She did everything in her power to get these kids into a boarding school so they could escape the world of the red light district. Eventually, she was able to find a school that was willing to take them and give them an opportunity to explore the options they had and what they wanted to do with their lives. All of us do not have equal talents, but all of us should have an equal opportunity to develop those talents. John Fitzgerald Kennedy.